From Diecast Racing Down Under, you are here to enjoy another episode of From the Shed and Head to Head. But what two cars are in our shed and going to go head to head? Well, let's have a look. And here they are. We have an old school VW Beetle going up against that revived Beetle that we saw on our roads, didn't we? Plenty of them. Well, the question remains, of the two, which will be fastest in a head-to-head battle? Let's have a better look at both of these machines. Well, the VW Beetle, does it polarize you? Does it bug you? Well, perhaps it does. But it is a classic old shape, isn't it, that stood the test of time, and people either love them or really don't have much time for them. Having said that though, Germany did reproduce it in the more modern form in homage to the old classic two-door from the past. Well, we have a oval window VW Beetle there in gold, and I think aficionados might recognise that that is called the Bumblebee, I think out of Transformers if I'm correct. Well, it's going up against a modern equivalent, and let's put them on our track and find out which of the two is the fastest. Will it be the classic or will it be the modern derivative? Let's check them out. Well, I guess to be fair, I shouldn't pay favourites or play favourites, but I've got to say I do prefer that Beetle, the old Beetle in the gold. How cool does it look? Timeless classic. I'm not quite so taken or fussed on the modern equivalent, but having said that, hundreds of thousands have been sold around the world, haven't they? Well, let's see though, of the two, which is fastest? Is it old school or funky new cool? Let's find out. Alright, they're over to the starter, ready to go for this head-to-head battle. Which will it be? The old Beetle or the newer version of it? Let's find out. Oh my goodness, they both went pretty quick out of the gate, it must be said. But they both slid out in a phenomenal, weird piece of wonderment. Well, neither one has taken the flag, and the stewards have requested that we rerun it so that we can get a result. Alright, so it is take two for a run to the flag. Let's see if we can get a clean result and a clean race without the weirdness of the double slide action that we just got then. Let's see it. Over to the starter, and we're going. Well, that was a pretty cool result. The VW Beetle slid again on its slide. The old gold one didn't quite make the line, but it was resoundingly beaten by the newer Bug. Well, the blue one takes the line and takes the cake. So it was an interesting result. The blue, newer derivative of the homage to the original Beetle in gold has taken the cake and taken the flag in a resounding victory. Well, the more I look at the old one, the more I think it's just such a classic looking car. For more racing like this, go to Diecast Racing Down Under, where you'll find a lot of races for you to choose from. Perhaps you should go back in time and see the VW Combi race. It had an interesting result. See you later. God bless. Have a great day.